Tonight on the menu is fillet tournedos from West Ireland Wagyu. Have the pan going, nice flame going there. This is pretty hot. There's a little bit of olive oil in there because the fillet doesn't carry the back fat that, say, a steak would. So there they are. These are called, we call them tournedos. They're like the little cuts at the end of the fillet. The fillet is a big long piece, and the middle bit is where you get your filet mignon and those big giant beautiful cutlets. Now this is the kind of the tail end of it, and the chain head is at the top, which we use for stir fry. But these come up nice. They're lovely and tender. It's part of the fillet. It's just not the fillet cutlet. It's hard to sell those as a steak, so we put them together and we eat them ourselves. Chef's privilege. Now there's a little oil in there. I'm just going to get a small bit of butter. See how hot that is? I want that to, melting away. That's fine. Another thing you can do sometimes is get a small touch of water in your hands, and when you hear that, that's definitely ready. You don't want it so hot that it's going to burn. And as soon as I put the meat on, it's going to take that hot temperature off. But you don't go full blast on this. These cook very, very fast. I don't season them. Put them down. And that actually takes a lot of the temperature off of that. Get rid of the cutting board. Okay, while that's cooking away, I've got my mushrooms ready to go. Green beans and some potato puree for the base. That's ready to go. We're going to turn that up a bit. I want that's as high as she goes. This is just a domestic oven. My plate's here staying warm. You want to cook something nice like this and put it on a cold plate. So I'll run you through it first, and then I'll just kind of be quiet and then do the cooking. So first, that goes on there. I thought it was going to cook a bit faster, but it's taking its time. It's going to take 3 or 4 minutes for them to cook. What you want to see is the meat there. Like right now, that's cold. What you want to see is not only that it gets warm, but you see the enzyme. Some say it's blood. It's not blood. It's enzyme. You see that juice is starting to come up through the top. That means that the temperature has gone all the way through. And we'll turn them at that stage and see how they look at. Another thing is that I think what's called the Maillard condition is, you see, look at that, how that's cooking already. That's kind of what's the Maillard there. What's happening now is the heat is caramelizing the proteins, and that's where you get your little skin. So we just want that to go in fairly quickly there. We'll leave it there for another minute. Go over here. What's going to happen when that's done, I'm going to put them on my warm plate to let them rest. I'm going to fire my mushrooms into there to pick up that residue and stuff. Put on a little bit more butter and a little bit of good coarse pepper in there, salt. And with the pepper, I like to use white pepper, not the black pepper. Black pepper, if it cooks and burns in the pan, it turns bitter, no good. And then when the mushrooms, then I'll come over here and I'll put the potatoes down there. I'll put the meat on top of it. I'll put the mushrooms, and there'll be a little bit of cream to go with the mushrooms to kind of make a sauce out of it. That'll be poured over, and then around everything will go that. So I'm looking at that now. That's the way I like it. That's the way I like it. Not too cooked. We're going to help turn it just to show you what we're looking. You can see how that is literally. See how that's cooked halfway through, and you can kind of see as well. Let me get this down here. There you go, buddy. Right there, you can see. Right there. See how that is coming through. That means the temperature has risen through the cutlet to the other side, coming from the bottom up. Okay, that was I would say that was 3 minutes maximum on that side, and we probably can go 3 or 4 on the other side. I kind of like mine slightly rare. Not rare, I'm not a rare guy, but medium rare is fine. You don't want to, other people, listen, if you like your steak medium, if you like it well done, it's your steak, you cook the way you like to do it. There is some things about some Wagyu that if you overcook it, if you cook it well done, you really cook out all of the intramuscular, the oleic acid that's inside there. And when that happens, it can get a bit tough, and you cook out all the fats, which is not really that desired. So I would recommend you always cook it to medium or medium rare, and then when you rest it, it will continue cooking up to medium well. Don't cook it more than that. It's crime. Now I can touch it right there. You can feel the tenderness of it. Some people do this. They press their, this finger means that's harder. Yeah, this finger is rare, medium, well done, something like that. Doesn't really matter. You get it. It's done. As a matter of fact, I can turn it over, and I want to see the same. We're looking at on this side now. No, I can go another minute. And actually, I'm looking at the clock here of the video, and I'm at 5 minutes and 30 seconds already. I'm gonna go just another 30 seconds. That's a really hot flame there. And remember now, when I put it up here, it's gonna keep cooking. And you know what I might do as well, while that happens, is I'm gonna get my potatoes. You can really puree your potatoes. You can put a bit of what's it called, parsnip through it, or maybe another root thing, and really puree it. I'm just old school. I have it just a little small red. I think they're care paints or something, and in she'll go. There you go, buddy. There you go. Make a little base of that. Big enough that it'll take all these. There's quite a few. Get your size right. It's looking good. Oh yeah. I'd sleep in that. That's a lovely bed. Bit of skins in there still. I like the skins. You can also chop an onion or chive and run it through there. That's up to you. Okay, these guys, that's another thing when they release. They're generally cooked. See, I'm shaking it. 2 of them released, and that one. Okay, now when they're moving like that, when they release like that, they're telling me they're done. Okay, that's fine. We're going to take you off. See, I might use the spoon because, yeah, we're going to leave them off, and we're going to put them all up here. I can reposition them to make it more presentable. Let's look at the other side. Yeah, it's cooked enough. Yeah, that's all right. I'm happy. In she goes. In she goes. One more little bit there. That little bit there, I'd actually put that to the side and nibble it myself if I was cooking for a crowd. You know, that's chef's privilege, or cook's. I won't call myself a chef. That's cook's privilege. Okay, there she is. We're gonna leave that there resting. That's going fine. Then go the mushrooms. In you go. Make sure this is at a high temperature. Yeah, it's as high as it goes. We want these to cook up. They'll cook fairly quickly. And I'm gonna throw a nice bit of butter in there. I'm gonna put a little bit more. A lot of people, poor butter has gotten an awful bad name. That's all starting to come out. Just watch your YouTubes and you'll find out that there's nothing wrong with butter. It was the margarine industry or the oil industry or whatever that said butter's bad for you and you have to eat the margarine. Now we know margarine and vegetable oils and processed oils are absolute rubbish and really bad for you. Stick with your butter. Cholesterol be damned. You need your fats in your body. Okay, that's going okay. Stir it around a bit. Oh, they're starting to. I love cooking these Irish mushrooms. They're just really. There's a mild flavor to it. It's not a strong mushroom flavor, but they're just so easy to work with. They cook and they look real nice. I've got to get a little bit of salt here. Well, I'm gonna drop the phone for 1 second. Okay, hello again. That's in there now, and that is. The salt kind of just helps draw the moisture out. Yeah, she's cooking away nicely. I'm going to leave that there for 30 seconds or so while I go into the fridge. And I get, what do we have here? Toscana. It's, well, it's wine anyway. It's a white wine. Let me see. I'm not really much, I don't know, it's supposed to be dry or is it sweet? I don't know. Look at how that was 30 seconds. I walked away. Look how it's kind of bubbled up there. I'm going to put a good dash of that in there. About that much. That lowered the temperature of the thing. It's not bubbling so much. You gotta wait until that temperature comes up again. Those mushrooms are actually cooked now. They don't need much cooking, and you can eat mushrooms raw, so I don't think there's any problem with that. But I want this to come up to a nice, strong cook, and then I'm gonna put in a bit of this cream. Come on, buddy, fire up. I really would like to. This is okay. It's just a domestic one. It doesn't really have the flame that you need for proper cooking, but we make some pretty good meals out of it. It's coming along nicely. I'm gonna wait 15 more seconds. We're at 9 minutes. We are at a 10-minute video right now, so this is how long this has taken so far. Thanks for sticking this long to it. I'll look at the algorithm. Sometimes people drop off after 3 seconds and you have 100 views or something, but everyone drops off after 2 seconds, like they're just, our attention span is going to shit. But if you're gonna cook this stuff, and I sell a lot of this, a lot of people are looking for fillet, and there's 2 big fillets we get in the steak, in the animal, and this is just a dish that we always cook up for ourselves, and it's because it's tasty, but more than tasty is the texture. It's just this beautiful, beautiful texture. I'm just checking on my meat. It's still actually not nice and warm. You want to, like, if I have if I had a heat lamp there, I would be under it, just keeping it warm. I want that to reduce down a little bit, and it's probably reduced enough. Just shake up this by a little bit there, and pour a little bit in she goes. Maybe a little bit more, and the white pepper. A little bit there, and stir. This is a bit watery. I want that to boil down a bit. Sorry for not making this fast or having the editing tools to cut that, so I could just show you bit by bit. But basically, as far as the meat's concerned, the meat's done. That's how you cook the meat there. This goes with it. Like, I want this to come into it. This is a bit watery. It'll take a minute or two for that to thicken up, and then these will go into the pan afterwards. And you know what I'll do now? Rather than bore you with this, we're getting up to 12 minutes now. That's way too long for anybody on social media. What I'll do is I'll end it here, and I'll show a few pictures of it all plated up. But one thing I do want to do is this. Oh, this is another thing. There's that stuff. What Ann puts it in there, pepper sauce. That pepper sauce, I'm not a fan of it, but it is, actually, it'll probably work really good tonight. I'm not a big fan of it, but it does have a nice flavor to it. I'm gonna just put a little bit in there because I want this to thicken up, and I just put about that much in there. Now, let's see, did I make a hames of this, or will it break down for me? A bit clumpy. No, I should have done that a bit. I should have done that in water or something, or poured some of the juice out from here and mix it first. But that'll thicken up to a nice. I can smell it has a nice. I'm not a fan of anything that comes in a jar, to be honest with you, because I don't know what it is. You read the instructions, you can't even pronounce half of it. But that pepper sauce there's a nice flavoring in it anyways. And as you can see, this is really starting to thicken up a bit. So listen, I'll end it here, guys, and I'll show you pictures of it plated up. I'm here busting up all these little clumps that I have in there, and anybody, there's a few people that have got these fillets off me. Even you can do this with a big fillet, or these little tournedos, or even the chain, which is the head of the fillet, which is really for stir fry. You do the same thing with the stir fry. Instead of coming out with little steaks like that, it comes out almost, like a stir fry. But this is it with the mashed potatoes in the bottom and the creamy mushroom on the top. Okay, thanks for watching. Enjoy your steak. If you got some fillets off me, enjoy it. Bon appetit.